Hello, welcome to another episode of Wow Natchez, and today we're here with Debbie Hudson, who is with the Chamber of Commerce. Debbie, what is your position here?
I am the president, CEO of the Chamber, although those are just two big words, and we do a lot of things here, and I, because of that, president, CEO, do a lot of different things for the community.
Okay. What brought you to Natchez?
Moved here over 40 years ago, left Ole Miss Graduate School and found a teaching job here, and then taught for over 20 years and then jumped ship and went into economic development, writing grants for our community, and then left and for 3.5 years worked for the state in economic development, which then brought me back here to this current position of president CEO.
Okay. Well, we are certainly blessed to have you here.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay. Who do you feel was your biggest influencer?
I would have to say my parents, and they always encouraged me, supported me, and made me jump to high levels during my life, but then also to my older brother who I always looked up to. And it was hard to measure all the things that he did, but I had him to look up to.
That's great. Kind of back to Natchez a little. What are the things that you love about Natchez?
First and foremost, I love the people. We're very blessed that we have that different people are drawn here. And so because of it, it makes our town interesting. You never go down the street that you don't see somebody you know. And when I was in Jackson, that's what brought me back. Although it's nice that we have a beautiful city, a city with so much history and of interest, but it definitely is the people.
Yes. What motivates you daily?
I love what I do. That the chamber is able to reach out to all the different groups in town. When I tell people about what the chamber does, I say, well, we're not the city, we're not the county, we're not tourism, we're not healthcare, we're not education, but we're all of those things. And there's no other entity here that does that. But because of that, we're able to bring different groups together to help each other, to forge new things to do, and especially during our last few months of the COVID, we've been able to, I think, reach out to people and help educate and do the things that they need for this period of time.
Well, that's awesome. All right, yes, you had one thing to tell teenagers of today. What would that be?
The chamber, we have a youth leadership, which is of all juniors in Natchez can apply for that. So each year we put them through to understand their community better.
Mm-hmm.
My message to them has always been to care about others and the importance of higher being in their life. Because at the end of the day, it's about caring for others, loving for others. So that's probably my message in what it would be.
Okay. Well, if you could come up with one word that best describes you, what would that be?
I hope it'd be caring or energetic, or that they could somebody could come to me and they would know they would be listened to and cared about.
That's great. All right. If you were a tourist coming to Natchez, what are the things that you would hope they would experience?
So when tourists come in my door, I first try to find out a little bit about them to see what their interests are. Because, hey, Natchez has so many unique things that they could go and see and do. But after I find that out, I really recommend for them to go to the visitor center, mm-hmm. so that they could see all the many possibilities that they could have to visit and not to limit what they do. They always ask me recommendations for places to eat, and I do that. But again, find out what they like to do and like to eat.
Yes. Okay. Well, it has been so much fun and such a pleasure being with you today.
Thank you. Always. Appreciate it. I heard that Natchez is having a lot of good real estate deals coming
It
through.
has. It's picked up a lot lately. And it's mostly people from out of town moving in.
That's what I was hearing instead of just people switching houses. That's wonderful.
Hi everybody, this is Michael Gray with Out and About for Wow Natchez. Today we're in Bogachita, I believe it's called. It's just out of Natchez, about 45 minutes or so, just before you get to I-55. Take a right at the gas station that everybody stops at to get their fill up before they get on 55. There's a traffic light there now, and just go south on that highway and you end up right here at Cotton Patch. And it's a collection of 5 buildings that are behind me that have tremendous amounts of fabric, and one has gifts, and we're going to take a little tour. So come to Cotton Patch on a day out and about with Wow Natchez. Hope you enjoy it. So as you can see, this is a very cute little gathering of buildings, and I think there's 5 that actually have businesses in them. In fact, one of them has the number 5 on it. And you can park here and just enjoy some time looking at fabric and material. And I believe the first building is a gift shop up here. And then you got fabric, different types of fabric. Some of it's upholstery, some of it's outdoor. So you got all this divided, and then they've got some great people here to assist you as you look at some of the fabric. We'll go inside and take a look. So here we are in building, I think number 0, and you get the idea. This is upholstery and some foam. And see the beautiful amount of rolls of fabric that are lining this rather small room. Oh look, there's Jerry Toe shopping for more fabric. Jerry, what are you looking for? Beautiful fabric. And it's all very relatively priced, reasonably priced. So come to the Cotton Patch and enjoy a fabric, what do you call it? A fabric wonderland. There we are. If you're looking for fabrics, this is the place to go. It's a day out and about, just a little bit over an hour from Natchez, right at the I-55, just turn south. So here's the gift shop at Cotton Patch in our out and about section of Wow Natchez. Cute little building. You got quilting, very traditional looking gifts, kind of second life on some of the wood and so on. And we got these beautiful baskets, like this beautiful lampshade, looks like it's made out of a grain sack. Just a variety of things. Very folksy. Out and about, Wow Natchez. Enjoy. Jerry enjoying this beautiful puppy that's apparently the president of Cotton Patch. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Look at that. Everybody, this is Michael with Wow Natchez in our Out and About segment, and I'm here with Rusty at a wonderful place called Cotton Patch. Rusty, why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're located and when this all came about?
We're located in Bogachita, Mississippi. This came about when actually Aunt Betty Case owns the place, and she lived in this house, and she started out there in the block building. I'm sure you have it recorded on there. And she sewed like the muslin curtains, and then over the years they built another house about 2 miles away, and she started housing different fabrics. It's really the home of the $5 upholstery fabric, but then she started getting the cottons and the quilting and all that.
Awesome, that's awesome. It's got quite of a regional draw. People know about it, but you don't seem to do much advertising. Is that the way it's?
By word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
She don't really do a lot. My mom works here. Aunt Betty owns it. Her sister, my mom, works here, and I work here. The two other girls are my daughters, and we have that a weird schedule at school. So, but Aunt Betty's daughter worked here, and it'll be a year, September the 9th, that we buried her with aneurysm. So it's a family affair.
That's awesome. Is it a lot of fun? You get a lot of people?
It is. People from all over.
Do
Crazy
people-
people like you. And
Of course,
and
of course.
I'm good.
Do people really come in from far away?
They do. We've had them to come in and bring us sack lunch. They
Serious?
stay all day.
That should open up an idea. Maybe we should open a little cafe
Oh,
or
shoot,
something.
no. You don't want me cooking.
Well, this is great. So there are how many buildings that have fabric?
There are 5 buildings with fabric and a gift shop.
And the gift shop. And we videotaped the gift shop. It's quite a little homey quilts
She
and
makes
gifts.
all the stuff in it.
Aunt Betty makes all the
Yes.
things as cute as it can be.
Right.
Awesome. So, folks, thank you very much,
You're
Rusty.
welcome.
See, it wasn't as painful as you
No.
thought. So, thank you, folks, for if you have a chance to come out of Natchez for a day trip, you're looking for a great place to go, come to Boca Chita. And we're at the Cotton Patch. And just for the locals, it's right at the station, the Chevron station. Just turn at that new traffic light and go south about, what, 3 miles or so?
It's 5 miles.
5 miles from the intersection of 84 and
It's 838 Auburn Drive.
there we go, 838 Auburn Drive. Join us again for a new episode on Wild Natchez. Thank you for today. Thank you, Rusty.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much for being with us.